What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey, still holding it down, still make the best games, and you know this, bro. It's the truth. If you don't like it, you can have that seatbelt.
So this one is strange to me. So as you guys know, Super Mario Galaxy 1 plus 2 launched on the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 today. Well, technically launched on the Nintendo Switch. This is technically a Nintendo Switch game that has an update patch, a day one update patch for Nintendo Switch 2. And you guys know all of the controversy regarding this game due to its price point. And after seeing the video comparisons of this game, specifically of those done by Digital Foundry and the like, it becomes apparent that Nintendo may have kind of undersold this game, which is kind of baffling to me, especially when you know they had to have heard the online chatter, the negative online chatter regarding the price of this collection. It's crazy to me that it looks like they kind of downplayed the improvements of this game. Well, not sounds like they did. Like all of the media that they showed nothing but Nintendo Switch 1 footage. And they barely mention any of the actual upgrades to this version of the game outside of it being able to be displayed at 4K on the Nintendo Switch 2. But the problem is, it's not just able to be displayed at 4K on the Nintendo Switch 2. It's actually a full native 4K render on Switch 2 at 60 frames per second. And that's a big deal. Add to the fact that it's not just being rendered at 4K. They actually went back and redid a lot, if not all, of the ground textures, and a lot of the texture work in this game has been completely done. Now it's not up to Switch 2 exclusive standard, but it looks significantly better in some cases than even the port of Mario Galaxy 1 on the 3D All-Stars collection. And it's baffling to me why they would not highlight this, especially at that price point. Like, why not show the work that was actually put into these ports? And it's kind of a slap in the face to the studio, NST, which is Nintendo of America, that worked on these ports. And they obviously didn't just throw these together. Quite a bit of work has gone on into these ports. And for them to not highlight that and depend on places like Digital Foundry and also just like other YouTubers to show the differences, all the differences that you put in your game, like that's crazy to me. I mean, I guess they figure, hey, the game's gonna sell regardless, but I'm sure that the reactions to this port would be far more positive if Nintendo actually shown from the beginning what people were going to be getting. Because the game even looks better running on the regular Switch than it did in 3D All-Stars. It's like, how, that's I don't know, I'm just tripping off of that. That's crazy to me that you would have your own studio make all of these changes and not highlight them. Like that, and this is not probably the first time Nintendo has done this, but I don't know. I just thought that was pretty crazy that, one, they're already charging more for these games than people thought, but it definitely would have softened the blow if they had actually explained from the beginning what these changes were, because I'm sure that would have changed a lot of people's opinions about these games and the price point. Now, I'm still debating on whether or not I'm going to actually pay full price for these games or not, especially with Black Friday around the corner and things like that. And you know, I already own these games. But I don't know what I've seen of the game running in an actual 4K native signal on Switch 2. It looks pretty good. And I'm just surprised that Nintendo, with all of this negative reaction, didn't think to actually showcase these differences. That's crazy to me. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Did you guys see these comparison videos, and did it like change your mind on picking these ports up on the Nintendo Switch or Nintendo Switch 2? I think that this definitely would have gone a long way in convincing people, but for whatever reason, Nintendo's relying on third-party comparison videos to sell you on this port instead of doing it themselves, and that's a trip. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section.